Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So, with the full moon coming up, I decided to do like the astrology full moon thing like I did the last time. Um, so we're no longer in Mercury retrograde, but Mercury is still in Taurus, and Pluto is still in Aquarius, and that is still in retrograde. So still this Phoenix rising theme that's going on, and it's focusing on the change of the like your environment, and it's all about facing your fears, like the shadow side and your flaws and stuff like that. Like self-reflecting and healing on those things, right? Revisiting the past, changing the bad habits, and with Taurus being, with Mercury being in Taurus, it's very good at like being a practical thinker, being realistic, and being calm and pragmatic. Taking actions on the problem rather than just procrastinating, and but give the opportunity to focus on your goals and make like very strong and long-term connections. But some downsides to it might be like you might get a little tongue-tied, get stubborn and stuck in your ways, and won't be able to multitask, because you might be like super hyper focused on one thing. But remember not to push your views or the things you want to other people. I can see the image. And Venus is now in Cancer. So Venus is, the planet of love and bounty and stuff like that. So like emotions, and Cancer is known to be like emotional sign because it's a water sign. But with it being there, things you might be a little bit more sensitive to your own feelings being hurt and like shutting down and closing off. Um, but also be careful not to get like too attached to people. I would say that much, and let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But like again with Mercury being in Taurus and Venus being in Cancer, like looking and seeking for like long term commitments. With Venus being in Cancer, you're more so wanting it and going out and seeking it. Because Mars is also in Leo, but Leo, and because it's a fire sign and that's a fire planet, so that might kind of sort of like backfire because you might want to be like wanting attention and trying to do anything and everything to get that attention. So like be careful of that, and be careful of like hurting your feelings or like other people hurting your feelings or trying to manipulate you in any way, sort of. And also whoever being like melodramatic, just pay attention to like their body language and their tone, and like you know protect yourself from that. And Jupiter is in Taurus, so like I said before, Taurus is pretty much more determined and focused and stable. So you're looking and seeking those long-term like commitments, but if you're not seeking that and you already have some, you're focusing on that to try to make it like more sturdy. Like how do you say this? Where sometimes like maintenance, trying to make sure everything is okay and fine, and nothing needs like if something needs to be fixed, you're fixing it before like it gets too like worse, right? Or like to the unfixable, something like that. And Saturn is still is in Pisces, making things a little bit curious, might be a little pessimistic. And Saturn is about to go retrograde in a couple of weeks. But as of right now, with Pisces being in sorry, Saturn being in Pisces is all about like outgrowing and escaping like the fantasy and facing your reality. Because like that introspection, like I said before, with the Pluto being in Aquarius, it's a lot of reflection on your past, but also healing and fixing yourself. And even if you have like a commitment, you also got to like realize what you're bringing to the table. Like if it's problems that you're bringing to the table, why are you bringing those problems to the table? Maybe you need to heal and then regroup after. Take some moment to take some time for yourself. And while you're taking that time, you realize this is not gonna work. It's not much you can do to make this better. You gotta look at the next step. Take that action. But you just don't rush into it and jump in it. You take that moment to think about it, right? And Uranus is in Taurus, which is all about pushing you to face your fears, like I just said before, and reflecting. But also, like pretty much just mentioned, but I didn't really mean to. Facing your fears, even if it's like in difficult times or it seems hard, and making like those difficult changes and those hard decisions. And Neptune is in Pisces, which pretty much enjoys being in Pisces, but with it being there, your dreams might be a little bit more vivid, and your emotions might be a lot more sensitive. Again, because Venus is also in a water sign, and then Neptune is in like water sign, so a little bit, might be a little bit emotional, but it's okay. It's all right. Oh, and the moon is about to be in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is very goal driven as well. So if you're like working like towards a goal, working on a commitment, I would say keep going, keep doing that. If you're thinking about starting something, I will say like try to plan it out. Reflect on it and see if how it will fit in your life, if you really want to do it, and take little baby steps. Don't expect like a big drastic change, because it's not gonna happen overnight. Right. So if you have headphones in, I'm just gonna cleanse the energy before we get started. Turn your headphones down. So, okay. So we have Uranus, which is like the planet of reform, like day-to-day change and expansion. Wow, then we have Uranus as unusual example of a different way of looking and unusual change. Right, might be a big shift that you didn't see coming or expect. So, it's the same thing. I just put it right there. And then we have Cancer, your feelings, attitude from the past about use your intuition. So your feelings for somebody might change, or your feeling towards a certain situation might change, and that's fine, and that's cool, and that's day. You ever watch Inside Out? Remember, like, one moment she was happy, there was happy moments, but then those happy moments turned to be sad moments because she missed them? That's okay. Your feelings change for certain things, and that's fine. You might like somebody one day, and the next day you don't like them, and that's cool, that's fine, and that's dandy. You gotta take it day by day, year by year. Okay? Alright, we have in Gemini, what you want to do, what you want to be known. What you want to be known. Oh, like I said about with Pluto being in Aquarius, right? And the effect on the world, pretty much. What do you want to be like? What what you want your stamp to be, like what you want people to remember you by. Right? When you die, they be like, oh, this person did this, this, and this, and a third, and you owe like that kind of thing, right? Then we have what is believed about use the quick, use the quickest way. But then that's kind of sort of going backwards with the cancer then Gemini, because it's Gemini then Cancer. So like I just said before, like rather than rushing into it, might want to take little baby steps. Rather, like I said, like using this quickest way, and I said like use your intuition. You might not be like your intuition might be help you find like a quick way, but also gotta remember like it's not gonna like things are not just gonna change overnight, change drastically. It's gonna take some time for you to actually like I'm gonna say like your thought process to match your environment. Like that you won't see it right away, you know? Then we have the new moon in Cancer, you and your loved ones are safe, and full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. And then we have new moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. With this, you are good enough. Remember to give love to other people. Yes, that's important. With this, you and your loved ones are safe. That's important, but you also need to feel safe as well. And to also, may give love to other people, but you also need to give love to yourself. And remember that you are good enough and you are deserving of love. And no love is better than self-love. And then we have new moon eclipse. Expect a powerful change. Right, with this Uranus, might come out of nowhere. Very unexpected, like it said. And then we have blue moon. Believe in the impossible. See, you probably just like, what? My life is so normal. Nothing's gonna change. I do this, this, and this. We have like a schedule and stuff like that, and it's like something gonna come out of nowhere and just fuck up your schedule. But I will say, like, I won't get upset with this. You and your loved ones are safe. I won't think it's anything to be worried about. Especially because I'm looking at this water here, and then Cancer. And Aquarius is just, it's an air sign, but it's known to be like the water bearer. So it's just like you communicating your feelings to people or how you feel about certain things or the things that you believe. And now I'm getting like a coin, but then Gemini is here. So one side might be communicating your feelings to people, and some people might be negative about it, but there's a powerful change. You know, those people that you thought would be in your life your whole like forever, kind of sort of is not in your life anymore. And then there's gonna be like a flip side with those people that you thought like if you communicate your feelings and stuff like that they would just leave your life. They actually stay there because you like. Let's say you have fake friends, but how to say this? Like you have a group of friends, and the people that you think that are fake was actually the real friends, which like, and then the people that you thought was real was actually the fake friends, kind of thing. Like it's a flip. Like that was like kind of like two-faced kind of thing. But then I was like, yeah, with the Gemini being here, like that makes sense. But also with Mars being in a fire sign, it's a lot of fire and a lot of passion and a lot of action and movement, but probably not as so much thinking, right? So they might blurt things out. It'd be a lot like very insensitive to certain things. And then we have full moon in Cancer. A personal issue will be resolved. Then we have full moon in Pisces. Balance, spiritual, and practical. Oh yeah, Pisces is 2 as well. See, let's do that double, like that little mirror kind of thing, but it's not. It's not fully mirroring or something. It's like you're misreading something. Hmm. It's like, because I'm going with a group of friends. Like you have a group of friends, right? Let's say it's 10 of y'all, right? And it's like 2 people in the group, like y'all friends, but they always tell you the truth, and you somehow feel like, not that you somehow feel like a way about it, but like it's like you didn't ask them, so you just deemed it as hate and wrote it off as hate when it's not really hate. They telling you the truth because they want you to do better and they're trying to help you. Um, Whereas everybody else is trying, they know the truth and know that they should tell you the truth, but they're not going to do that because, well, it's not their business, it's not their place, you didn't ask, and da 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 da, they didn't want, that kind of thing. And it's like, if you was a real friend, you see that I'm struggling, you will help me, which is like those two, like I said in those example, like those 2 friends, those are the people that's actually seeing that you're struggling, want to help you, kind of thing. Rather, everybody else seeing that you're struggling and trying to like just watch you suffer and don't do anything. That kind of, like, you misreading the situation. You thinking that those people that's not saying anything are your friends and they're the real friends, when they're not. They're actually the fake friends. The ones that actually trying to tell you the truth and trying to help you, those are real friends. Right? So when you actually vocalize your feelings and stuff like that, those people that are trying to like just watch you, they might leave and disappear. But then those people that's actually trying to sit down and tell you the truth, they will stay. And that's what might be this unexpected change that you didn't really like expect. And then we have surrender to the divine. Then we have a win-win outcome is in the forecast, right? Because either way, you get them people out your life. You get the fake people out your life, making room for more real friends, people that genuinely want to be there and love you and support you, right? So in the reverse, we have the alchemy, the philosopher's stone. Right? So those people that just keep trying to keep you stuck, like I just said, trying to just sit there and watch you suffer. We have water element in reverse. So like closing off your feelings and feeling, I won't say like numbing your feelings, but not being understanding, not being compassionate or even empathetic, or we're just super sensitive to certain things. Like, I'm sorry, but face you. Look, why you feeling that? Okay, you gotta look into why. Watch Inside Out. They might help you. Okay. And then we have Star Sea in reverse. Right, so not knowing who you are, not remembering yourself and stuff like that. Having other people trying, like I said before, with Venus being in Cancer, like caring for other people's feelings over your own. Stop that. Your feelings matters too, right? Bring love to the situation. Also bring love to yourself. Care for yourself. Give yourself compassion. Give yourself understanding. Be empathetic with yourself as well. Hey, you allow everybody else to change, they should allow you to change too. You allow everybody else to heal, then you should be allowed to heal too, right? You deserve that. Just like the other person deserved to heal, you deserve to heal too. Then we have Vista Pisa in the reverse. So, if it's like a female, this person is not like a divine feminine or there's also fertility. Nothing will come of the situation. There will be no growth or anything. This is why I'm saying, like, surrender it, just give it away, let the divine handle it, and it'll be a win-win outcome. Like, those people that's not meant to be in life, they just whoop, 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 go away, and the people that are supposed to be in life can finally come in your life and have room. And then, don't know how to say this one, but it's also in the reverse. So those, like I just said, like those people that don't have empathy or romance or compassion for you, like those karmic soulmates and stuff like that, they just waste away to the wayside, right? Making room for the people that's actually supposed to be in your life. And then we have Ouroboros in the reverse, right? Um, Seeing that it's in the reverse and Ouroboros is like you repeating a cycle round and round, a past life cycle. I would say that you no longer in this cycle, which is why you're seeing people in a very different light to finish that karmic cycle, that karmic debt kind of thing. And ooh, that's what could be like very empathetic to certain people because you're now seeing that or awakening to what was it like? Who's your real friends? Who are your fake friends? Or who's telling you the truth? Or who's not telling you the truth? Who's trying to keep you stuck? And who's trying to actually see you grow and move forward and move on with your life? And then we have Nigus and the reverse. So those relationships that were just based on like love and passion, lust, just sex, pretty much sex based, you letting those go. And then we have fire element in the reverse. So you might be scared of the change and stuff like that. And like you probably was thinking the worst or expecting the worst to come out of it, but they're saying it's a win-win outcome. Like nothing's gonna come out of it, so just go for it. Then we have I use my dream deck because Neptune is in Pisces. Right, so we have falling and nature. So you could be falling for somebody. The nature that how to say this? Because nature could be told like two different things. It could be like nature, like outside. It can just like this. This is how this person is, right? That's just their natural state. They're like that's who they are, right? That's in their nature, right? Um, so you probably fell for somebody like a little trick and stuff like that, but you're awakening to their like how who they are, right? Like you see their true colors shining, okay? And you can see their true colors shining, and now you're like awakened to it, and you're just like, yeah, no, right? You want to let it go and surrender it, but it could be fair in the words like, oh, what would everybody think, or what will happen to this, or what happened to that, and it's just like nothing bad is gonna happen. Like as of right now, you're already in the worst of it. Might as well. It can't go lower. It can go up if you let go of this person that's weighing you down, right? Um, like this person is like an anchor, right? And it's dragging you down. Well, you lose the anchor. You don't continue going down. You float. Well, depending on how far you are. But you start, flying back up, stuff like that, because you let go some weight. So we have shoes in the reverse. And you're falling for somebody's true nature and letting them pretty much tell you what to do or how to go. Like I said over here, nothing will grow in this situation, so you might as well just surrender it. But with the shoe here, trying to get you not to walk away and keep you there. Right, pulling on your emotions, like this emotional manipulation, trying to say that they're your soulmate when they're not actually your soulmate. It's just a karmic. Right, we have wedding. Right, trying to keep you stuck in a contract that you no longer needing to serve or agree to abide by, kind of thing. We have money. Yeah, it could be because of money, right? The abundance that you have, because we have fertility, right? And that's the Empress, and the divine feminine is the Empress energy. So, like the money, with you being good enough and stuff like that, like here, like your worth and your value, how you value yourself, how you love yourself, how you care for yourself. Like I said before, there's no better love than self-love. Like romantic love is nice, but if you don't have self-love, like you always gonna feel like you're lacking something or something's missing. You never feel complete. Now, if you love yourself and you care for yourself and stuff like that, and somebody else loves you and care for you, see how much effort and work you put into pretty much be you and accept yourself and stuff like that, right? Nobody knows your story but you, and nobody knows the things that you suffer through or you survive through but you. So, you know, that's your worth, your value, and stuff like that. And if you let somebody else tell you how much you should be worth and how much you should value yourself, you're always gonna feel like you lacking something. You see, you have blessing in reverse. Then we have nudity. Right? Something that you thought was a blessing is actually turning out to be a lesson, and now you're seeing that and realizing that. And we have food. I don't know why I want to say somebody was greedy, gluttony, with this blessing being here and this falling for somebody's nature, like or somebody got way too greedy and that made you realize something real quick. Right, we have happy. Those are gonna be a win-win outcome. Gonna be happy, and then if you leaving your loved ones are safe. Whoever needs to be in your life will be in your life. Those people that is not a blessing will leave. Hey, also what I get here is like God will prepare a table in the presence of your enemies. That doesn't mean they're sitting at your table with you. You know, they're seeing your table, but they're not at the table with you. Then we have a never-ending story. Like those, like I said before, somebody trying to keep you stuck in something with this wedding, trying to keep you committed to this never-ending story, trying to fill your head with a whole bunch of lies. Because this is being the dream deck or stuff like that. Going to tell you like, oh, we're gonna get married someday and stuff like that. When it's not, they're really just either trying to buy time, or to keep like being around in your presence to chip at you in some way, shape, or form, and control you so you can forget who you are and believe that they know what's best for you and they want what's best for you when it's not actually that. Then we have a higher power. Okay, with the surrender to divine, turn it over to Jesus. We surrender it to just give it away, okay? And then we have the tribe. I kept saying it was a group. I don't know why, but I kept saying it was a group. Could be like a group of friends, a group of family, whatever it is. You know, to each his own. But it's like a tribe. It's a group of them, or somebody that. Are you looking and seeking for a tribe, and the divine is trying to give you like people that's literally supposed to be in your life that's generally want to help you and see you grow and stuff like that. But they can do like if you just keep allowing these people that's gonna keep getting you stuck in this never-ending story and not realizing that you're stuck there and you're choosing to be stuck there. If they can't do, they can do but so much, that kind of thing. You're falling for the trick. It's not that they're not putting you there. You're doing it yourself, kind of thing. Right? You have in between worlds. Right? But with this change, right, you might be, like I said before, you're starting to wake up and see certain things and acknowledge certain things, which is why you could be in this between worlds. You're starting to realize that if they are lying, you realizing that somebody is lying and the story is not adding up, so you're like starting to pay attention to the actions and the things that they said, the stories that they tell. And then we have the loyal heart. And then we have a leg up. Right, this higher power that has, with this divine and stuff like this, spirit, they're trying to help you tell you the truth. Tell you the things that you can't see so you can have this leg up. So you don't have to be scared and you can go after the things that you want to go after. They won't try to, see treasure land, they won't try to lead you to a place where it's not meant for you. Right, what I said before with this fertility being in reverse, where things are not growing. They're trying to, if things not growing here, they will direct you to a place where things will grow for you. right? You have to be fair. Like, that's what they will do. Like, to be fair. Like, if you're not meant to grow with somebody, then they will pretty much give you the signs, and if you ignore them and stuff like that, then things will get drastic. It might start with your money, right? Or it could, like, it probably started with your marriage, right, falling apart, and you didn't listen. So then it started affecting your money, and then now you're getting like food for thought. Like, now you're thinking about it, like, wow, like, how many things did I ignored or stuff like that, or I didn't fully see, right? And like I said before, because it's like, if that it was like a group, and like somebody, like a couple of people in that group was actually telling you the truth and trying to like help you, but you felt the way about it. And those are the people that was actually loyal to you, rather than everybody else that just want to keep you stuck in this never-ending story, suffering. Right? Peace. They try to help you find peace and direct you to peace. And releasing and letting go of those people that are not giving that to you, will not provide that to you. See, not for you. Here we have message in a bottle. So it could come as a form as a message, right? That is going to be very unexpected. You're going to see coming. That might change things, shift things. Then we have unfinished symphony. Something that you thought was done, but is no longer. That was not. Oh, like a phoenix, yeah. Rising back from the ashes, right? Could be like somebody coming back from the past trying to reconcile. If that is the case, you got to think about if you want to take that person back. Even if they change, you already know what it is like to be with that person, right? And that you already know their nature, you already saw their true colors. It's nothing. They can't change their true colors. It's their true color kind of thing, right? So they're just gonna keep you stuck in this never-ending story and trying to tell you the same song over and over again. And that's the message. That could be the true message in the bottle. That's not for you, orphan, right? Just gonna leave you alone and abandoned. Feeling lost and confused, like you don't know yourself. Right? Here and now. Then we have yin. Yeah, we have both Cancers sign, and we have a Pisces out. And we also have like water out. So like we have a lot of emotions and stuff like that. So now you can watch Inside Out. It was a good movie, okay? It helps you understand your feelings. And realizing, but even if you're awakening to certain things, depending on what they did, like I said, you might see them in a different light, see them a different way. Your feelings might change toward them and stuff like that. That's okay and that's fine. That's dandy. Now you have to think about what you're gonna do, how you're gonna act. You don't have to be up in their face, key and ha. You can just slowly pull away and fall back. That's cool. That's fine. You know, you do you. You go about it how you want to go about it, but don't be childish or immature, kind of thing. Because I would say that's proving their point, but with this water being in reverse and this fire being in reverse, like if they trying to say like, oh, they stay with you because you throw temper tantrums and stuff like that, you being immature pretty much prove their point. So don't do that. Yeah, flexible, right? Go about it in a different way. Try to see different ways of going about certain things. Or even before with the surrendering and letting it go, like in this tribe, you're losing people that weren't really meant to be in your life anyway. So are you really losing? It's like wherever you live, right? You had foreign money, right? And magically out of nowhere, you lost that foreign money. does it really matter? Because you couldn't use it anyways. You were like, oh, I could have like exchanged it or get to turn it over and stuff like that, so I could have used it. Were you gonna do that? No. So did it really matter? No, because you can't really use it. So it's just like, but you gonna go back to the place? No. So it's just like, does you see? It didn't matter. Right, we have chop wood. Right, it didn't matter. It's on the chopping block. It didn't matter. Let it go. Then we have truth be told. It didn't matter. It's on the chopping block for a reason. Because you can live without it. You can do without it. You do not need it. It is not a necessity. You have to deceive. You already have messages in the bottle. Into this, like, it's time to move on. It's time to go. To wrap it up. Then we have Posh. What's this one? Right. And then we have the pendulum, pentagram. Sorry, with protection, balance, and unity. Right? They're trying to remove those people that's not going to actually protect you, so you can actually have people that's going to protect you. The people that's going to be fair, that's going to tell you the truth, and is going to be able to be flexible with you. It's not just one way or the highway, right, and stuff like that. Because it's immature. You have to be able to communicate and compromise with people, and be able to see the other person's point of view and see where they're coming from, understand where they're coming from, and accept other people's help. And be cordial for some reason. Don't want to say that, but also being respectful and stuff like that. If there's balance and stuff. Then we have tree spirit with strength, growth, stability. Right, trying to bring things into balance so things can be fair. Letting go of those people that's not for you, just trying to keep you stuck in this never-ending story, this unfinished symphony that's really, at the end of the day, will abandon you, orphan you, leave you for dead. Okay, push you under the bus either time and time again, and will do it again and again. Right? Never end the story. They will continue to do it. Sabotage your happiness. As long as they're happy, they don't really care who else is miserable and stuff like that, because they need to be happy. They're, stuff like that. You need to cater to them. It's time to let that go. This person is not a blessing. There was a lesson. Then we have blockwood with wisdom, power, and transformation. Alright, also about that Phoenix rising and stuff like that. It's an unfinished, could be unfinished right now in mid-transformation, stuff like this with this in-between world. And you have to take things slow. You can't just rush into stuff and stuff information like, just because you realize it now doesn't mean like, now is the time to lash out and stuff like that. Like, no, you have to think about it. Like, you probably let this slide mad times. So it's like, what made this time so different, kind of thing. And it's like, just because now you're aware of it, and just like, you also got to realize this person might try to manipulate you back into, trying to wear those rose-colored glasses, and you might not be like. So you might not be able to they might try to reverse psychology. You might try to reverse psychology back, but you don't have the same power to reverse psychology back that person. Right? They might try to get you to understand and sympathize with them, and that's what you shouldn't do that. You should understand and sympathize with yourself, because this person don't give a fuck about you. Then we have the shaman spiral with awareness, practice, and connection. Right? Just walk away from this person. Like, it doesn't really make. No matter what you say or do, they're not going to see it your way or see it in your point of view. So, Why even waste your time explaining to people that's choosing not to understand you? Then we have portal, change, gateway, new beginning. Then I don't know how to say this one, but guide, orgum, and tree spirit. We also have that here, so I'm just put that here. Right, that's your guides are trying to help you release these people, like release them. It's gonna be a win-win outcome, and they're gonna guide you to a treasure land where you find peace, away from the things that are not for you, and the people that will just abandon you and leave you astray. But you need to be flexible and understand that you have to let these people go so more people come into your life. These people are not meant to be in your life anyways. They were fake. They're gonna give you fake love. Didn't Drake say that he has people showing fake love to him straight up to his face? Right? Even in the song, he was like, "They trying to take my place. Whole time trying to take my place," and he know they're trying to take his place. This is what these people are trying to do. Why are you trying to keep them around you? With this food, like I said before, you prepare a table in the presence of your enemy. They're not sitting at your table with you. That makes no sense. And we have sacred water, deep healing, emotion, and pilgrimage. Right? Looking, like, take a reflection on your feelings. Why are you feeling this way? What do you need to heal? What do you need to reflect on? What you need to let go? If you're holding any grudges, why are you holding those grudges? Who's are hurting? Not that person. It's just simply hurting you because it's living in your head rent free. It's not living in that person's head rent free. So you might want to let it go. Right? We have divine masculine. Right? Might be all about taking action and being fiery and stuff like that, but seeing it was like saying to be fair and trying to bring balance into the situation. This person might try to say they're your soulmate and stuff like that when they're not. They're not. Point blank period. Because the two soulmate cards that we have are in reverse. They're not. Alright, we have channeling. They might not even be able to use their intuition or anything like that. Soul family, right? So your soulmate, your spirit guides are trying to direct you to your soul family and stuff like that. They're simply trying to tell you this person is not your soulmate. This person is not part of your soul family. What popped in my head is SpongeBob, where Patrick, I think it was Starfish Day and stuff like that, and he spent his whole day with pretty much strangers. Like, that's pretty much what you're doing right now. This person's not part of your soul family, soul tribe, no nothing. No nothing. They're not even your parents, no nothing. So you putting on this whole show for what? Then we have create space. See what else about that surrender? Creating space for your actual soul family, because the person's trying to take up space and fill up with people that he wanted to be filled up with, and they're taking up space. This is why they're on the chopping block, so people that need to come in can actually come in and do what they need to do. Right? Soul name. We have soul love. If the soul name, I guess the way that they say your name, I don't know what that popped in my head. And then with this love, I guess, you know, like how people call your name and depending on who it is, like you either get like frustrated and be like, what now kind of thing. With this piece, you wouldn't get that. Even if they call you and stuff like that, you won't feel drained. You won't feel like, oh, what this person wants from me now. You will feel like, oh, hey, what's good? You feel kind of sort of uplifting and stuff like that. At ease, having, peaceful, calm. Even if you're, I would say, like in a crisis or stuff like that with this emotions, like in a wave of emotions, you can still call them up and, you be at ease. Then we have insight. Right, that's a good tell to tell. That's a way to tell who is in your soul family, who's meant to be there for you, who's actually your blessing. You have nothing has gone wrong. So if you was worrying about before, that's where it wasn't taking action. You just chill out. Nothing's going wrong. It's not being done to you, it's being done for you. We have meditation. Yeah, we have focus. And with a lot of the planet placements being in Taurus, Taurus is very, it can be a positive or a negative. They're very stubborn in a way, but they, once they focus on something, they're focusing on it. And they might be slow with stuff like that, but it's gonna get finished and it's gonna get done, right? It doesn't matter how long it takes them to do it. They're gonna do it, right? They have that determination and that drive to make sure it gets done in the way that they want it, in the way that they're happy with and they're pleased with it. And with this soul family being here, and so love, it all, like, everybody's family is different and function differently. Everybody's relationship works and function differently. So you have to find what, like, define it for yourself and think about what you want to have in your family, what you want your family to look like, what you want your relationships to look like, what you want your friendships to look like, and see if you have any of those people in your life, and if you don't, why don't you, you know, kind of thing. And try to seek those people. You couldn't have them in your life. And we have transformation. Put that here because we got it on here. Then we have grounding. Right? Put it over here with the tree spirit. Feel more stable and grounded in yourself. And your power, or even in, like, your surroundings and your environment. And then we have light being, remembering who you are. Okay, I'm trying to go on to the next part. I only got a few more cards, and then get into the next part. And then, like, remembering who you are and stuff like that. And feeling stable and secure within yourself, and not letting anybody tell you how much your value or your worth. Okay. Then we have enlightenment and whispers. So that's like, those channeling might be like your intuition, like, coming in, those insights coming in whispers, trying to enlighten you to the situation. It's not gonna yell at you. It's just a little whisper. And not saying little whispers because you're gonna hear it, but, like, you have to pay attention, right? That's what we're saying, to focus. You can't have, like, a whole bunch of things going on. We can have music playing, but and then you realize, like, oh, make the connection and stuff like that. But it's not gonna be, like, in your face, like shouting in your face kind of thing. And then we have manifestation. And then we have remembrance. Right, with that focus, remember what I'm trying to manifest, what you're focusing on, what you want for your life. And, you know, focus on that and allow that to happen. Remember who you are. Don't let nobody tell you or dictate your life, or tell you who you are, who you're going to be, where you're going to go in life and stuff like that, because they don't know you better. No one knows you better than you, okay? No one knows your story unless you tell them your story. And then even if you tell them your story, nobody knows how you felt in that time or that instance, how it impacts you, how it affects you, but you. But you also have to realize that those feelings, acknowledge those feelings, and heal those feelings, right? So you don't harbor them or carry them with you. See if there's anything else that needs to be told. On to the next one. If you have a question, you can think of a question and see what comes out. We have go, the time is right. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next part. Hold on. Okay. Also, I don't know what your question was, but, like, on the top it says go, time is right. On the bottom it said unlikely. So if it was like, is it any way of reconciling with the person? It's unlikely, so don't waste your time. Now we're gonna go, like, at the tarot portion, stuff like that. That was the astrology portion. Alright. So Seeing that the past life came up, and I'm also using the past life death, so let's see if we have death, childbirth. Takes parts that resonate with you, leave the rest. Might be in a past life or like a past situation. Um, we have death with broken heart. Parts that's touching is trauma, material loss, and Viking age with accountability is the lesson. Okay, hold on, let's continue. I'm gonna make it make sense. Then we have location with Southern Europe. And the parts that's touching is trauma with slander, and the lesson is forgiveness. And then we have lesson with power. And then the parts that's touching is faith with, could be dualistic, right? Having multiple faith. And then we have identity, a grandparent. Then we have lesson, self-love. What I've been saying. No love better than self-love. Especially self-love is better than toxic love. Self-love is better than no love. Let me tell you. The fuck? I don't know who this is, but this love is toxic as shit and you deserve better. You can love yourself better than this person, and I bet you if you try to prove that to that person, then they're gonna be pissed off. And or if you did and you walked away, and now they're trying to come back because you're better without them, which they didn't expect. It's like two sides to the coin. It's some of them see that you're doing better and they're cool and they're happy with it. You know, you go on, you do you. Now some people see that you're happy without them and then try to come back and fuck it up. And it's like, why? Right? And it's, if you allow that person to come back in and fuck it up, knowing that that's all they're gonna do, or knowing that you know who they are, you know their character, you know their traits, you know their nature. It's on you, pretty much. It's like you have to love yourself more than you love that person to choose you. Okay? They could love you, right? That's nice, cool, and dandy. You love you too, but you love yourself enough to choose you in this fucked up ass situation. Right? And then it's kind of sort of in the middle. We have faith with sacrificial, and then trauma with war. So it kind of be going back and forth with this person that would have sacrificed you in this unfinished symphony. Then I said they will push you under the bus time and time again, orphan you, sacrifice you time and time again. If y'all have a child, they probably could be saying like, oh, that's the only reason why they stay and they're around and stuff like that. But that's not the case. With this Andromedan touching, but then we have ocean. So their emotions, very versatile. That 1 minute, because that means that they're like with the identity. It means like they're fluid with their genders and stuff like that. But then it's touching the ocean. Location says ocean. That's water. So they are very, women. They hot and they cold. Women is yes. Next minute is no. Like you never get a straight answer or stuff like that. And it's just like you're confused with them because they confused them damn self. So why would you allow a confusing person to? It's like a Mad Hatter. Why would you listen to anything that they said? It's gonna be mad. Crazy. It's not gonna make sense. So why bother, kind of thing. And right, that's what they're dualistic. I kept saying like it's like two sides to the coin. Like keep flipping back and forth. Then the damn Geminis, of course, because they're twins. But then just like you could tell twins apart if you really look at them very like closely, even if they're identical. Something can tell them apart. Like in Zach and Cody, you can tell them apart. One of them have a mole, the other one doesn't. Same thing with Tia and Tamara. Also, one of them is fatter than the other. But no, not Tia and Tamara, Zach and Cody. But Tia and Tamara, one of them has a mole, that the other one doesn't. You could tell them apart. Sometimes it's literally like one is like fatter than the other. One it could be taller than the other. Like you could tell the other apart. And but this maternal material loss and slander is like that's what you're too busy focusing on what everybody's gonna say about you and say about the things that you lost. Like you're looking at the things that you're losing rather than the things that you're gaining. You're losing fake people and people that are not meant to be in your life. So what are you really losing? You're not really losing anything when you really think about it, right? This person didn't love you. So you already didn't have love, and now they're no longer there. It's not you. It's not like you lost more love. You didn't. You already didn't have any love. There was no. There was no love there. 0 - 0 is still 0. You still at 0, right? Whereas they keep taking from you, draining from you with this power, right? Trying to use their love over you as like a weapon and stuff like that. So you keep giving to them or using that as an excuse for you keep giving to them, and so you be brokenhearted, and it's saying like it's time to cut that out, right? Oh, Southern Europe, the Nigus reverse, Southern chakras. You're just focusing, like you're giving it to your hormones, pretty much your urges, rather than using your heart and your brain. Right? This is it was like a joke that guys do, right? And stuff like that. There's like before you hook up with like an ugly chick, like rub one out and then still see if you want to like hook up with that person. Do that, okay? Think about it, okay? And then if once you're done, you be like, "Nah, I'm good." You dodged a bullet. You saved yourself. Look at that. You welcome. Like, save yourself some time and energy, right? So now I'm using the before tarot because you know we in the past. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. So before this big change happened, this big shift, right, this could be what's going on or what used to go on, and the silence and the dark in the background, the moon, right, behind the scenes, what you didn't know about, right? We have the Knight of Pentacles, which you were slow to learn, slow to realize, slow to discover. Right, but you discover it. That's all that matters. Okay. Then we have the Star. Right. We had the balancing the spiritual and your practical. Right. And the Star is all about having hope, faith, and also being vulnerable. And I was saying that you're communicating your feelings to certain people, being vulnerable, being put in that spotlight where you have to communicate your feelings and defend yourself. And it probably took a very long time to get here or for you to do it, for you to have the courage to do it, but you need to do it, okay? Right? For things to be more stable and grounded. Like, you have to become that Queen of Pentacles and stabilize yourself and be independent from this person. Because this person might try to give it with the snake here, give you like this tempting offer. And oh yeah, with that ring, right? Being slow to like offer you this marriage or this commitment, but there's gonna be an unfinished synchronous. Let's say y'all get engaged and stuff like that. You'd be like, oh, what days do we have the wedding? You might not never get a day, or you might get a day, but you might never get a year. And if you get to that year, they might try to push it off again, kind of thing, right? Trying to reach, right? Like I said, Cause look at this person. It's like a knight coming to give this message to like a queen, but then the knight is in this direction, so it's going towards secret. So it's like this. It's a secretly like they're gonna offer something that might sound very tempting and very worth it when it's not, right? They might just be playing with all your emotions and stuff like that to throw you off balance and throw you off guard. So you could dim your light. So you can lose hope in some way, shape, or form. Slowly over time. We have the Five of Pentacles. Are you feeling left out in the cold? Stressed out, burdened. wanting help or struggling that need help without seeking help, suffering in silence. And we have the Queen of Swords upright, seeing through that. Seeing through those people that want to leave you out in the cold, struggling, stuck, and want you to beg or need help and stuff like that. So, like I said before, with a group of people where they see that you need help and they're not helping you or not saying anything about it, but then those people that see that you need help and trying to tell you and help you out, those are your true friends. Those are your real ride or dies. Okay? You might not think it, but they are. Okay? And it's all about like how you're seeing it, how you're viewing it. They're trying to help you because they know that you need help. You don't have to. If you really need help and they really care for you and they really love you, you won't have to literally be like, "I need help." They be like, "Nah, I know. That's why I did it." Right? They see that you were struggling, so they helped you. It's like if, let's say we in school, right? You're bad at math. I'm good at math. You're great at history. I suck at history. So I come to you, be like, "Hey, you want to do homework together? Out like we can like start off with history. You can help me with it because I'm not really sure with that, and I can help you with the math homework. It's a win-win kind of situation, win-win outcome. You get better at math. I can help you understand it the way I understand it better, and what the teacher like explain what the teacher is trying to tell you and stuff like that. And you can explain to me what the teacher trying to tell me freaking history, even though I mean I'm pretty good at history, but that's not the point, okay? It was an example. But you start to realize and see through the facade, and those people that see that you're struggling and don't try to help you, right? Those friends that rather throw shade than actually help you. And we have the King of Cups, right? Just trying to use their love or the love that you have for them as like a little power play and trying to like dangle it over your head and stuff like that. Or try to see Knight of Pentacles reverse. That little tempting off to try and be like, "I love you. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me." And it's just like, I forgive you, but that doesn't mean that you still need to get access into and be in my face. Okay? I forgive you and I forgive myself, and I forgive myself for being a dumbass to allow you in the first time, and I'm not gonna allow myself to allow you in the second time so you can come back and fuck it up again. Okay? Because I had to heal from you the first time, I'm most likely got to heal from you again. So I might as well, realize the pattern and, cut it off. Stop doing it. Right? It's like, play with fire, you will get burnt. Okay? This person is the fire. Stop playing with it. You won't get burnt. Are you starting to see that and cut it out and realize it? Because this Knight of Pentacles, I said, like, it's going in this way, it's secret. They're going to try to, like, hide it behind love and stuff like that when it's not actually love. Right? The sun reversed. Look at the sun. Hey, it's not happy. It's not even looking at the kid. Like, sunflowers is like, yeah, nah. It's like, there is no happiness. There's no peace. There's no, like I said before, there's nothing gonna grow here. There's no abundance, no nothing. There's no peace. Right? There's gonna be nothing but dark, well, the moon pretty much, secrets and lies and illusions. And it's time to see through that with the Queen of Swords being here. Pretty much we cut that out and see through it. Right? And we have the Justice in reverse. Okay, because now I'm going this way. Because Justice was the Five of Pentacles. You being out in the cold is not fair. Right? Which is why before, remember the first part, it's saying like they're trying to lead you to a treasured land. To be fair, because what you're dealing with right now is not fair, and it needs to be cut out, because you will not be happy. Will be no growth, no abundance, no nothing, no love will bloom or glow or grow or anything like that. No, this person will continue to use the love that you have for them as an excuse or try to manipulate it for you to either, let's say it was your kindness, right? You would start to hate your kindness. Starting to hate the fact that you're so kind and you're so nice. That's what they want. Don't do that. Don't allow them to have that power over you. No, they're not worth it, right? You're kind. This person took your kindness for a weakness. They need to get removed. That's why they're on the chopping block. You're not on the chopping block. They are. Okay, forgive yourself for letting this person come in and fuck up your life. Now that you know better, you gotta do better. Right? Because with this Andromedon, you might be saying it wrong. But you could be the one stepping in because the queen and king here. You could be this one stepping into this back and forth being like this masculine and feminine energy, right? And when you're the queen of swords, you're reading between the lines, cutting off people. If it's not truth, you're just like, yep, nope, go about your business. And you're protecting your feelings and stuff like that, giving them moderations, telling people what they need to. No, you're not sharing, like oversharing or anything like that. All right, and they trying to come in with this offer. You just already your back turned to it because even this Queen of Swords is looking at this pentacle like, do I really need it? Is it really necessary? Do I really need it? Like, why now? Kind of thing. And like I said before, it's coming by a snake. So it's just like, when is that ever good? Right. Now we have I like you, someone like you. Romance is blooming, fun flirting, want to date. Look between the lines, read between the lines. We have lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, up hurdle, and transformation. Then we have runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. See what I said? They're gonna try to manipulate you. It's codependent relationship. That's not healthy. Then we have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting. What I said? Perception for focusing out. And with that moon being here, they're gonna try to hide things. Try to. Let's say y'all ended on bad terms, and you trying to. They were like, oh, let's talk about it and stuff like that. They try to talk about everything but that, and it's just like, you're just trying to like buy time or waste time, and I don't really care for it. Whereas like before, where you probably would have been cool with it and fine with it, y'all really didn't have to talk about it, and y'all would have just picked up where y'all left off. It was like, nah, I swear I'm not doing that no more. We have the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chance. Growth and transformation in your life. Yes. And this person might be surprised that the shit is actually over, but they're like, yeah, what the fuck. Nobody want no codependent relationship. Then we have the Golden Mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. We gaslighting, love bombing. It's like, it's too much. Too much. And you deserve a relationship that y'all both putting in the effort. It's not freaking codependent. Then we have kisses, unconditional love. You deserve that. Exactly. Not conditional love. You don't deserve that. You deserve unconditional love. Giving and receiving affection and falling in love. Yes. Removing yourself from this narcissistic ass person. Or this toxic ass relationship. Like I said before. This love ain't, no. Then we have boat. Didn't we have that before? And the, to the sea, right? We have boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Basically the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer water, because this person will just keep you in chaos. And we have butterfly, relationship evolve, the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Then we have seduction. We also had love bombing and gaslighting. So why would they not try seduction? Then we have the Nigus reverse, which is all about sexuality and lust and passion and stuff like that. So you're going to try everything in their little handbook that they can. Try to get you back to start this cycle back over to being your energy or simply being around you, being your good graces, and it's all a lie. They just like because they didn't change. They're still the same person. Right? We have attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. That I like you might actually just be love bombing. Then we have twin flames. They're not your twin flame. I could tell you that too. Yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. Even if they were your twin flame, which I'm telling you that they're not, with this runner being here, and literally this next is the sunglasses, they wouldn't stalk you. If y'all was in separation, they would no longer be listening to their ego. They would have tamed their ego in order to come back to you, which they're not. They're doing other things and other tactics to come near you, to come around you, because they're not meant to be in your life. And that is starting to come to light, come to the forefront. And with the star being here. And because stars are about like don't believe the star card is being naked. It's about being vulnerable, and there's like nothing to hide. Pretty much everything's out in the open. This person is not trying to lay that. They're not trying to lay anything on the table. But this offer that just trying to pretty much trap you into something that's gonna see engagement ring, trying to trap you into something that's not gonna go well. Right? We have engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Don't we have union twice? Yeah. They're gonna try to tell you, oh, I'm your twin flame, I'm your soulmate, and they're not. They're not. They sure the fuck not. Right? We have not enough, frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. That's a false flame. That's a karmic boo. You're dealing with a karmic. They're trying to get you caught up and back in a karmic cycle. It's not a karmic cycle with them. And the Wheel of Fortune saying, like, it's time to change that. You probably had multiple times to change that in the past, and now you're starting to awaken to that and realize it, and you're going to cut it out, and hopefully cut it out, because it's not fair for you to continue to suffer through this and deal with something that you're not meant to deal with. It's not your responsibility to deal with and fix. And like feeling, like I said before, like feeling like you're not in confidence in the self-love, and this fear issue, you're too busy worried about this person's feelings rather than your own. You have to love yourself to choose you. You need to choose you, not this person. Choose your feelings, not this person. What are your feelings saying? Fuck everybody else's. Then we have Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, or meeting hesitation. Or you might, but this relationship over, if it's like a friendship or whatever it is, once it's over, like I said before, it might be some people that come in your life, and those people that stay in your life that you didn't expect to stay in your life, and you starting to realize like you had like love all around you this whole time, but you just couldn't see it because you were surrounded by fake love. Okay, so we have the dragonfly and passion, but dragonfly says be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light. What I said before, adapting, change, and heal. And passion says intense chemistry, liking each other equally, and having fun. Like, I'm not saying like a relationship isn't work and both like and it's all easy breezy beautiful. Like, no, you have to put in the work, you have to put in the effort, but y'all are equally putting in that work and putting in that effort so y'all can grow. It's not just one person doing everything. Right, then we have clock, need time, take time, in time, Cycle, time to heal, and progress. Progress came out a couple of times. So it's like, take some time, like I said before, take some time to think about it, reflect on it. Um, but things are continuing to grow. Like I said before, you might be awakening with the enlightenment, starting to see that the way things work can no longer be that way. Or the people that you thought was for you are not actually for you. Whatever it is, you're starting to realize something isn't fair, and you have to find what is fair for you and get that. Because if you wait on them, you will never get it. Alright, we have vows, wish, promise, and hope. And the star talks about like hope and stuff like that. So they probably trying to, but I said before with this marriage and this engagement, trying to say like, oh, things are gonna get better, da 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 da, but it's all just a bunch of nonsense. It's all a bunch of fluff, sweet little nothings. It's very tempting, but we even have temptation here. It's very tempting, but it's nothing more than just temptation, lust, like flirting and stuff like that. You're gonna lead to a frustration in relationships that you're gonna have to like. It's not meant to last forever with this clock being here. We even have the Grim Reaper. If the relationship, if y'all broke up for a reason, and there's no second chance. There's no redo or anything. You're dead. Like it's over, dead and done. Alright, we have stubbornness, selfishness. Can't really see that. Attitude and arrogance. You might be already know that. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles being reversed can be very stubborn. Probably already know this and don't want to listen or hear or try to do it anyways. And that's good. Like I said before, it leads to a frustrated relationship if you continue to listen to your ego. That's on nobody but you. You fell for that. Okay, nobody told you to do that. It's like you. Now I'm like picturing a puzzle, like or like a maze and stuff like that, and it's like you keep making the same mistakes and expect something like a different outcome. What is that? What would you say? What that is? Like little traps where you have to like step on certain things or certain points. You have to step on a certain pattern, and if you don't, like there's booby traps and stuff like that. It's like you. But rather than like a booby trap gets set off, like you always have to keep going back to the starting line, but you keep stepping on the same tile and expecting it to be different. It is like, why would it be? We already showed you what it is. We already told you what it is. Why would it be different? You're just refusing to understand and listen that it's not different. And even if you are changing, let's say that you're the one that's changing, you're not the one that's being stubborn. Alright, I'll take that back. Now, the person could be being stubborn, and no matter what you do or what you say, they're not going to listen to you. They're choosing not to listen to you, not to understand where you're coming from. Why waste your time explaining it to that person with this arrogance being here? Just walk away. They're showing you your true colors right there. They more care about themselves, selfishness, than compromising and realizing that your needs are important too. Right? Your comfort levels are important too. Your emotions are important too. Your wishes, your goals, and your aspirations are important too. And we have aid, miracle, charity, and kindness. Right? Trying to take your kindness for a weakness. Now there's gonna be you let this person go, and you go I'm gonna say you seek a help, but there's gonna be people that's there to help you, and it's gonna be like a miracle. You're gonna be like, what? Wow, I didn't expect this. That's that unexpected change that saying is coming. Right? Then we have blind, awkward, unknowing, vision problems. You might not see it coming because you blindfolded, stuck, focusing on this situation that you're, like I said before, you're not seeing it clearly. It's like I said earlier, you're seeing the people that's telling you the truth as fake friends, where they're actually your true friends. Because there's other people that are trying to keep you blind to the fact or blind to the issue. Then we have professional, expert, and I don't know how to say that word, and talented. Right? They might be a professional trying to keep you blind, like blinded from the facts. Like, oh, but they have gaslighting over here, trying to like gaslight you, love bomb you, distract you in some upper way, shape, or form, pulling out all the rabbits out the hat, right? Um, with the seduction, if they can't try to lie or manipulate you into thinking that you were wrong, then they must say that no, I gotta use love bombing. I love you, you should stay. If you love me, then you will stay. And da 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 da. That's just love bombing. There's like, I love you, but that doesn't mean I have to stay. I love me, and I love me enough to realize that this shit is toxic. And I'm gonna get myself out of this toxic ass situation. And if you love me enough, as you say that you do, as you would, you wouldn't want me to be in a toxic situation. So, unless you don't love me, and then it's that kind of thing. Then it's like, oh well, you're manipulating them. And it's like, no, you said you love me, and I'm saying that I love you, but I'm saying that I love me more than my love for you to get me out of this toxic situation. You want me to stay here and give to you and give to you and give to you, and then get nothing in return, and that's not fair. But this sacrificial, you're sacrificing everything when they're giving nothing with this one-sided relationship before. That's not fair. And they're going to be like this talented actor and manipulate the whole situation. That's not fair to you either. Justice in the reverse. This is not fair to you. That's why spirits kind of come and help you and give you this aid and give you this miracle. That's just what you've been manifesting, what you've been asking for. But you got to stay focused and realize that this person is not meant to be in your life, and they're not going to be in your life if you stay focused and continue working on your goals, your dreams, your aspiration, your star. Where do you want to go? Right, then we have nightmares, suffering, darkness, and persecution. Right, that thing. The person that you thought was a blessing, or the stuff that you thought was a blessing, actually turned out to be a nightmare. We have gain, cultivating, profit, conclusion. Right, do we have material loss here? Like, yeah, it's just for material gain. Profit, with this pentacle being here. Money. Worth, time. Right, we have death, endless harm, eventuality, but then that would make sense with death. Invincible, like I said, that makes sense with death. But like I said before, they're probably trying to take from you with this sacrificial, just continue to take from you until, there was nothing left to take. Then we have bully, embarrassment, gossip, and unwillingness. We had slander before, right? This person is not a lover, no nothing. They're a bully. A bully. You know what popped in my head? The gambling anime, when the girl, cause she was a kitten, cause she owed money and stuff like that, and I think, was she sleeping with her bully or something? But she had to do what the bully was telling her to do because he pretty much owned her, and it was like, no, right? They had to pretty much talk her into like doing what she wanted to do and taking back her power. And I think she pretty much won enough money where she didn't have to be a kitten anymore. She can pay back off her debt and won't have to be under this person like control anymore, stuff like that. This person trying to have you under their control and brainwash you to make you think, be their little puppet. You're not their puppet. You're nobody's puppet. You're a human freaking being, okay? Pinocchio was a puppet. You're not a puppet. You're a person. We have self-love, but self-concern, healing, and independence. I'm going to put this over here because that's what all the Queen of Pentacles is all about. With the lesson of self-love. Right? And Saturn is all about lessons and stuff like that. So if you're thinking that, oh, well, I didn't have any lessons, I didn't have nothing to learn, that's a fucking lie. You need to learn about self-love, okay? And also, I keep looking at a lesson over here with accountability. I'm pretty sure there was another lesson, right? Power. looking at how people like, I won't say people, and also you can start with people in power, right? And looking at them and what they do with with that power, right? And how with the accountability, like when they abuse their power or do something wrong, or they take an accountability for it, or they trying to blame somebody else and be manipulative and stuff like that. Sacrifice somebody else, put somebody else under the bus. What are they doing? Right? Then with that self-love being here, that tell you that that person doesn't love themselves enough to realize that it's okay to make mistakes. But this forgiveness here, well, that's also a lesson. Forgiveness, to realize you're gonna make mistakes is what we do. Even computer make mistakes. We literally program the computer. We make mistakes, so obviously the computer gonna make mistakes too. And realize that and be like, alright, cool, fine. Because things are imperfect. Everybody's imperfect. Stuff's gonna be imperfect. It's not gonna go the way that you think it's gonna go. And that's fine. You didn't know something before, but now you do. Because everybody here is reading books. Something that you ain't know before you about to know. It was secret and hidden anyways. We have justice, equality, neutrality, and logic. You probably had a bully that you didn't realize you had a bully. The other people realized he was bullying you. And trying to help you balance out things. Like I said before, with the to be fair, that's justice. We had justice reverse here. They're trying to keep you stuck in an unfair situation where your actual true friends, even your guides, are trying to help you get unstuck and out of this like unfair situation. You can have something that's equal and just and fair to you and for you. And we have blessing, fulfillment, well-being, and enlightenment. Right? They're trying to guide you to your true blessing away from this person, because this person is not your blessing. This person was a lesson. Many lessons tied in one. Then we have sweetheart, pure unconditional love, and beloved. And then with this child being here, we also have death with this childbirth. They might try to use that for you to stay and stuff like that, and that's not fair. It's also a form of manipulation. But then you probably would heal a lot faster or a lot better without that person bringing it up all the time. And it's like they're bringing it up so you won't heal from it, pretty much. Trying to like pull the scab every time, and it's just like, no. Then we have protest. What I just said! Like, sue and attention and inquiry. Right? Like, this person, like, no. Stop that. Protest it. They're gonna try to be like, oh, but I love you unconditionally and da-da-da-da-da. When it's not. That's not that. It's not that. That's not that. Right? Then we have chemistry. There's strong magnetic attraction here. Right, trying to use. Then we have that over here with passion, intense chemistry. Right, trying to use that passion between y'all to try to get in, to try to start it back up. Right, start the cycle back up, start the relationship back up, whatever it is. Try to get you stuck in something, this partnership and stuff like that. Trying to get you to commit to something, and then they're gonna like give all the woodworks. They're like make vows and promises, knowing that they can't keep it, and they don't want to hear nothing but what they want to hear, stuff like that. Then we have free yourself. It is time to take control. It's time to take back control of your life. Right now, it was the Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups. I was saying before, like, that's what you're doing. With this game being here, you're looking at what do you gain losing this person. You gain peace. Okay? You gain genuine love. Unconditional love at that. Not toxic, manipulative, lying, looking over your shoulder, fear, issue, jealousy. It's a lot of issues, okay? But like, be freeing yourself from that. Learn the lessons that you need to learn and free yourself. You don't have to take this person back just because they came back. Like, no. It's this protesting. Like, are you gonna defend your boundaries? Are you gonna realize that this person is gonna come in and fuck shit up, and you're allowing them to fuck shit up? So you can't really be mad if you allowed them in your house and, you know, you welcome them there, kind of thing. But you can, you know, if you didn't allow them to come in and stuff like that, and they're there, you can, you know, now they're trespassing. You can do whatever you gotta do at that point, you know. But you deciding to be like this blind being here, not seeing the problem, or not focusing on the problem, or ignoring it, is not helping nobody, it's simply hurting you, and it's not helping you. It's, like I said, it's just hurting you. This person still get what they want. They still in your presence. You still gonna love them. They could still, you know, abuse you in any which way they need to when they want to. Come in whenever they want to. Have sex with you whenever they want to. And you just go with it. But we have calling in your soulmates. Your prayer, affirmation, and visualizations help bring you two together. We have soulmates. Enjoy the bliss of holiday times together. And keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. But you also gotta realize the person that person from your past, I'm saying it's a past person, but the past life come in. It's not your soulmate, okay? They're trying to tell you, like I said before, they're trying to tell you they're your soulmate. And I already told you, the two cards that said soulmate, oh, it was reversed. They're not your soulmate. Then we had Twin Flame come out here. Then we have the Runner. They're not your Twin Flame either. They're not your Runner. How you can tell? They're too full of their ego and pride. Your actual Runner, once you're in separation, they will tame that. They will no longer have a pride and ego, because that's what kept y'all apart. That's how you can tell this person is not your true twin flame, and they're not your true soulmate. Your soulmate, for one, doesn't trigger you or anything in way, shape, or form. They don't fuck up your life. A karmic soulmate will fuck up your life, but a true soulmate won't fuck up your life. Same thing with a true twin flame. They might be a separation period because somebody like a pride and ego, but y'all can come reconcile, put it together, talk about it. This person trying to beat around the bush and not talk about it, another thing. Not your true soulmate. And or twin flame. Then we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Alright, don't close yourself off, because it's what that person wants you to do. Then we have you deserve love. You are lovable. Like I've been saying. This person would like to think that you're not. Would like you to think that you're not. But feeling is not enough. And we already had that from the beginning. That you are enough. You and your family are safe. Because you are enough. You're good enough, boo-boo. Okay? You're good enough for them to keep coming in and fucking up your life. So clearly you're doing something right. Okay? You got something that they want. Now we have wedding. This situation involves a marriage. So either they're married, they try to get you to marry them. And if you marry them, the marriage is not going to end up right. Well, you're going to end up in divorce. And or just a whole frustrated marriage. It's going to be one-sided. You putting in all the work either way. Then we have make the effort. Right? What I said. You putting in all the effort. They want you, like... Now you're going to be frustrated and they want you to still make the effort and stuff like that, but they're not doing anything. And it's just like, for what? You know? And we have great love is worth taking steps that you're guided to take. Right? So you might see the person or meet somebody. Okay. You might meet somebody new, right? Might not be your type and stuff like that. But you take things slow. Y'all both putting in that effort. You making an effort to get to know them. They making an effort to get to know you, understand you, and stuff like that. Taking things slow. You're not rushing anything and stuff like that. Where you see the difference from a codependent and toxic relationship from like an actual like relationship or friendship or whatever it is. Could be even like partnership, could be even work. Now you have unrequited love. Didn't I say it's gonna be one-sided? See, you start seeing the difference, right? There's no longer an attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. Gonna start being frustrated, feeling like you're not good enough, and it's like that's not the case. It's just like this wasn't your person. It was never meant to. It was never meant to last this long. Right? We have give your relationship a chance with this person over here. Right? Work on your partnership. Then we have forgiveness and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Right, and then we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is working in your love life. Like I just said, your actual true soulmate and your twin flames do not fuck up your life in any way, shape, or form. If you want to go slow, they have no problem taking it slow. In my ear is Janae Aoko. I go everywhere you go. I know I'll go. If you want to go slow, they go slow. Okay? They have no problem. Alright? Think of a question. I'll go on to the next part. Yeah, if this is a sign. Then we have the pendulum. Right? We had that before with the protection. Right? Balance. And have to listen to your intuition. That's coming out twice now. Right? So now moving on to the next part. Right? So what's changing and what's about to change? Right? So we have the little hourly. Wisdom as light as a feather. Right? That's what they're talking about, that whispering. They're not going to yell it at you. They're just going to whisper. Here we have the delicate fairy and her ferrets. Change is natural, good, and yes, it can hurt. And then we have the Little Red Riding Hood. I am not a victim. Right? Spirit trying to say, baby, we're doing this for you, not to you. We're trying to help you get away from this person because this person gonna try to manipulate you, try to tell you they're your soulmate, they're your twin flame, they're your soulmate twin flame, and they're none of it. They're none of it. This person's a stranger. Okay? Remember, you can watch Inside Out. Watch the episode of SpongeBob. I forgot what season that was. But I think it was like Starfish Day or some crap like that. And Patrick's actual parents was by Squidward's house. And keep knocking on Squidward's door asking if he's Patrick. And he's like, no. And then they spent the whole day kept asking him, like, are you Patrick now? And he's like, no. He's a whole octopus. Or a squid. Like, it's not... Well, Squidward, duh. He's a whole squid. Like, and then Patrick was out here entertaining pretty much strangers, and it's like you're entertaining a whole stranger. This person's not meant to be in your soul tribe and your soul family, no nothing, right? Then we have the little wolf girl. It's all right to be alone. Like I said before, you already don't have no love, so it's better. You're not losing anything letting go of this person. 0 minus 0 is still 0. Right? Then we have the endless sadness of looking back, endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. You gotta learn to forgive yourself. You didn't know what you know now, you didn't know then, right? So forgive yourself, okay? You was fooled, okay? You was bamboozled. Forgive yourself. That's okay. It happens to some people. But now that you know better, you got to do better and move on. And then we have strange companionship in strange places. Challenge, use your imagination. Right? Because what you're seeing as a challenge or obstacle is not really a challenge or obstacle. If you use your imagination, you can pretty much get out of it. With that, listen to your intuition. It's saying we can give you the answers, but we're not going to yell it at you. Right? Then we have time to say goodbye. Something is about to end for now. Right? We have death here, and then we have the Grim Reaper. Like, something's definitely ending and no coming back. But this person might try to come back, but then it's like, you already know that there's not meant to be in your life. Right? And then we have, I will show you who you can trust. And it's not this person. Because we already told you that they're gaslighting you and they bullying you. Then we have, my life is sweet. Because they don't want you to have this sweet ass life without them. Then we have Snow White and her animal friends. You inspire trust and confidence. They want you to lack that confidence, or like, but that frustrated and not enough and stuff like that, it's gonna affect your confidence and how you feel about yourself. With that self-love that keep coming up, Spirit don't want that to happen, right? It's gonna make you feel unstable and ungrounded inside yourself. Don't let this person, don't allow anybody to do that, especially this person. Cause love, love wouldn't do that ever. And then we have the wolf moon, I'll watch over you. See, we have the little wolf girl. Spirit trying to watch over you like, baby, sweetie, boo-boo. These people ain't in it. They're not for you. I'm going to show you who's for you. I'm going to watch over you. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to show you who's for you. I'm going to protect you. You're not a victim. Yes, things are changing, but things are changing for the better. I'm making things change for you, because if you stay with this person, you have nothing but regret and being stuck in the past, and living in the past and wanting things to go back to the past. You need to move on and move forward your life. You're deserving of the love, and this person trying to make you feel like you're unworthy of it. And I'm not having it, is what Spirit is saying. Right? Now we have your imaginary friend, a childhood treasure, resurface. Then we have the frog princess, heed wide counsel. Right? I show you who you can trust. You can't trust everybody. Some people are trying to tell you or lead you astray. Right? With that 5 of pentacles, keep you out in the cold. And want you to stay out in the cold and suffer and struggle, right? Sacrifice you while they have this sweet life, and they want you to continue like being beneath them. And it's like, nah, if I'm coming up, why can't I come up with you, right? Like, it's like if you come up, you're bringing them with you, whereas they come up, they want you to stay below them. They don't want you to surpass them, and they come up, right? Then we have a beautiful little worm. Take care of yourself, right? That's self-care, self-love, taking care of yourself. And then we have mermaid in the koi pond, rediscovering your individuality and becoming the dragon. Facing your fears, being determined, being independent. And then we have you are unlike anyone else. Your contributions and your complexity are interesting. Right, and we have the butterflies. Right, we even have a dragon here. Alright, then we have a loyal guardian. A magical protector is there for you. Right, and they're protecting you. They're protecting you, trying to guide you and lead you, show you who you can trust, directing you to those people that you can trust. Right, we have little sister, little brother, siblings, young friends, responsibility. But you have to realize not everything is your responsibility. You can do what you can do, but you also realize some people also have a responsibility and have to take care of things for themselves. Then we have Orca Magic, the Akashic libraries open. So be able to look at your past and stuff like that, which kind of sort of did, to reflect on your past. Now I'm using the After Tarot, so we have the Page of Wands. You go on this adventure by yourself, you know. You being open to options and stuff like that, seeking out those options, going on those adventures by yourself, because you see this person back here, walking away from this person, seeing what's out there. Then we have Justice, right? Because that's fair. This person was probably doing it the whole time and wasn't telling you. So now, once now it's your turn, it's just like, You thought you was in a relationship with this person when this person wasn't in a relationship with you, right? You was being loyal to this person wasn't being loyal to you. So it's like, why would I stay? It's only fair for you to leave as well. You do what's best for you. You see what else is out there because you already know this person is unloyal. Maybe we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's time for things to change, to balance out. See, then we have the Star. Right, but she's all in now. But before she was like a little bit on the. I can't show everything because the nipples out. But she was like, her feet was touching the water, and then some of her foot was on the land. Now she's all in on spirituality. You feel you're in, like, you're connected with your intuition. You're listening to your intuition, using your intuition, and stuff like that. And you're applying it to your everyday life and making those big changes, those big adjustments. And you're going after it. You're seeking after it. You're listening and going with it and being more and more you and discovering, like I said here, discovering your individuality and loving yourself and healing yourself. Right? No, I said taking it with the Four of Swords, taking the time out, healing yourself, loving yourself, recharging yourself, focusing on you, right? Taking care of you, resting, right? From this toxic devil and from like relationship that you were just in. That was just all about passion, lust, and sex. And that's all I got with that one. God, I keep looking at the altar, but it was literally the altar is like to keep you stuck. You could be doing altar magic. With the sacrifice, right? To keep you stuck to things, right? Or you could be leaving this person at the altar. This person leave you at the altar with this orphan. Then you have the Hangman. You're starting to awaken or realize the toxic trait or this codependent relationship, the toxic trait or the toxic dynamic of your relationship and the partnerships that you have with people. Because all I can see is the hand, like the little light here, and you're like, you're comfortable now. Like before, you probably was worried with the fire being in the reverse, right? Being a little bit fearful and stuff like that. But it's like now that you have like confirmation and reassurance that like things are gonna be okay, things are gonna work out in your favor. You're now calm, cool, and collected, and realize that you don't need to continue to be in this karmic contract or this karmic relationship with this person, because that's not fair to you. And then even if they come back, it's up to you if you want to allow that person back in your life. And if you do that you're literally telling spirit that's what you want. So you might want to think about that. Right? And then we have the Hierophant. And somebody's going to go by the book when somebody else is going to go by the book. And the Hierophant is also about tradition and healing. This, I just realized, it's a very major arcana on here. So it's like this is about to be a very big major shift that you probably didn't expect. But don't worry, don't panic about it. Like while it's, like I said before, with this Hangman, while it's happening, you're gonna like to be cool, calm, and collected with this 8 being here, right? You might feel stuck, but you're not stuck. Things are gonna like be happening slowly, right? And then we have the Hierophant. You start to realize the information or the knowledge that's being provided to you it's happening for the right reasons, right? With this worth waiting for, like divine timing, it's because it's going by the book, right? To get rid of this devil and evil energy is going by the book. It's not, you're not trying to take shortcuts or anything like that. Where before it said like the quickest way out, and I was like, that's even backwards because it went from Cancer to Gemini. You're not trying to go backwards, you're trying to go forward. So you're not trying to cut any corners or anything like that. You're trying to do it the right way. And then we had the Ten of Wands. Right, there's responsibility and stuff like that. You taking accountability for the things you can take accountability for, and it is your responsibility to take accountability for, and letting go of everything that is not in your power or your responsibility to handle, right? And just surrendering it and dealing with what you can deal with and what you're supposed to deal with. Then we have the Three of Cups and finding like peace and celebration with that. Um, Technically be like this. Right, you're going on this little adventure to go find those people you can celebrate with and be happy with, right? Have those peaceful celebrations with. Because people you are around right now might not be those people, right? Might just be nothing but burdens and stuff like that. And that's not fair to you, like I said before. And it's time to change that. Now, either you're changing it because you're starting to awaken to the knowledge. Like I said before, they all reading books here, right? You have already all the knowledge. You already have the knowledge and stuff like that. You have the answers inside yourself, and you're applying that to your reality, your outer world, right? Okay, everything that your intuition is saying, you're applying it to your life and going by the book, going by the book about it. Right, you're not taking no shortcuts, do anything unethical, right? With this wolf being here and before, or this dog being here, right? Didn't I say something about a snake before? It's like you have the hold on the snake. Now that you see like who's a snake, who you need to cut, just like keep out of your life, the devil and stuff like that. You see that you have like a light on it. You have the star, right? You see who it is. Right? You know who you need to take a break from. Who you need to cut out. Take a step back from. Then we have the Sea Beacon Fairy Guidance, but where will it lead you? Right? They might try to control you, but where are they leading you? And then we have the Carnivorous Flower, a tempting offer with a high price. What did I say? What did I say with that snake? Right? And then we have the Two Little Witches, Magic Space, Clearing Time. Two Little Witches. I did say something about this altar. Somebody be doing altar magic. But this clearing is clearing it up with this Wheel of Fortune, because they're trying to get you to be stuck in something that's not fair to you, and it's just not fair in general, right? And you didn't do anything to this person or to anybody to suffer whatever they're trying to put on to you. Alright, then we have Voodoo and Blue, back off. Like I said, they trying to do some type nah, and it's like nah, that's not happening. Spirit like no. I'm watching her. I'm protecting her. That's not fair. So this whole thing, whatever you're trying to do to her, it's gonna backfire and reverse back to you, because that's just not fair. This person didn't do anything to anybody for you to do that. And then we have Lady with a Brooch Egg, Ancient Wisdom. And this person could be, with this Ancient Wisdom, could be doing all this because of a past situation, holding on to, just being stuck in the past and holding on to the past and being grudgeful and giving you nothing but burdens, and it's time for you to put that down. And then we have Violet Angel, Breaking Dawn. Right, if they were trying to cut corners to get you stuck in something, right, the Hierophant is just like, nah, I know who did what, and this is coming to an end. It's taking a break. This person, because the Hangman could be imprisonment and stuff like that, but also feeling stuck. So let's say you were stuck in this loveless relationship and stuff like that, and people keep trying to talk you into it and keep you staying there. Your spirit guide is like, no, fuck all that shit. This is not fair. This is a one-sided relationship. But if they was in a one-sided relationship, they will want to get out of it. And you will be talking to this person to get out of that one-sided relationship and helping that person to get out of this one-sided relationship. But they're not doing it for you. So they need to get out your life. This person need to get out your life. Everybody that's trying to tell you to stay in this loveless ass relationship need to get the fuck out of your life. It's time for this shit to change up. Okay? So it's time for it to come to an end. Right, then we have Death and the Maiden, Invasion, Boundaries Violated, and Dominance. It's time for that to come to an end. Because there's nowhere, because the Hierophant could be like a religious leader as well. There's nowhere in the Bible where that's okay, or in your holy book when that shit is okay. And then we have the Angel de la Muerte's transition to the Spirit Realm. Right, we also have that with the Star card. And then we have Heal Yourself. So we have dreams, right? Those nightmares is trying to tell you something. There's actually a message within the dreams and your nightmares. That could be the message in the bottle as well. And so it's trying to tell you it's time to say what you mean. Say what you need to say. Alright, we have patience. If you need some time to get your words together, write it out. You do you, but with this 4 of Swords here, with this and also taking care of yourself, be patient with yourself, right? But this healing process, like I said, it's not, you're not gonna wake up one day and be like, I'm healed. Like, no, it's a healing process. And one day you might feel okay about it, and the next day you might not be okay about it. And sometimes you feel like you're healed and you're over it, but then something triggers you that pretty much lets you know that you're not fully healed. You're not really over it. It was just that you didn't have anything to trigger you. You stayed away from those things, which is also important to know, like, what are your triggers and stuff like that. And then we had victim consciousness. Like I said before, you are not the victim. It's not being done to you, it's being done for you. And then we have self-sabotage. You thinking that this is happening to you is pretty much hurting yourself. And thinking that this person actually love you and this is gonna work out if you keep going back to them, is you stopping yourself, you hurting yourself, like I said before. Then we have Phoenix Rising, which is the whole theme of Pluto being in Aquarius. You're sabotaging your own Phoenix Rising, your own new beginning, pretty much. I made a new little deck. Well, it's not little, but right, let's see. Pretty much have like little messages. But this Hierophant and the Hermit is like the spiritual knowledge is being passed down to you because it's only fair and it's only right. And then with the Hierophant and justice being here, it's spiritual justice that is happening, that is occurring. Because what these people are trying to do is not fair. And with these 2 little witches being here, like I said when I was pointing to this altar, if there is any spell work, if you didn't do anything to anybody, why are they trying to do spells on you or send spells your way, send negative energy your way? For what? Or even trying to convince you that you're unworthy and stuff like that. For what? And it's not fair. That's why I'm saying to back off. And that's why you have your spiritual guides trying to protect you and defend you. Because you don't deserve any of the stuff that these people are trying to do to you. This bullying and stuff like that, you don't deserve it. What you are deserving of is unconditional true love that this person isn't going to give to you or isn't going to provide to you. right? So we have, I love rumors. I always find out amazing things about myself I didn't know. And then what came out with it is sometimes you have to make a decision that will hurt your heart but will heal your soul. I know we have slander before with gossip. Like, yeah, you gonna find out something. Apparently, you did some shit, okay? Some shit you didn't even know you did. And that's amazing. Let me tell you, you're about to be amazing. You about to be like, what? When I do that? Right? And then we have, I think, therefore I am. Right? So you think that you don't deserve love, therefore you believe that you're unlovable. That's just not the case. Then we have, fortune favors the brave. Right? You be hella brave to walk away from this person and realize you deserve love and heal yourself and get the help that you need. Start that healing journey. Okay? And then we have, talking badly about someone else while they aren't there to defend themselves says more about you than the person you are talking about. Right? That gossip and that slander, you don't have to beat it to, like, it doesn't really matter what they say, because you just simply doing you, being by yourself, focusing on yourself, proves them wrong. Right? And then we have, pride goes before destruction and have something, spirit before a fall. Proverbs 16:18. Hasty spirits before the fall. There we go. Pride goes before destruction. So like I said, this runner, it's just pride, and it's gonna lead to destruction. And then we literally had not enough. Then we have, there's unrequited love. It's gonna lead to destruction. And then we have, just because you don't understand why I feel the way I feel doesn't mean my emotions are invalid. That's facts. Right? Because me reading this, I don't understand why you're staying around these people. Right? I'll be honest. Okay? I'll be honest. But that doesn't mean the feelings that you have and that you're like and stuff like that with these people are invalid. Your feelings are completely valid. You are entitled to your feelings, okay? But you also have to realize you're caring way too much about their feelings as well, which is why you keep staying. Your feelings are getting hurt being around this person or staying around this person. You have to look at that. Think about that, right? Those hurt feelings are valid. Why are you hurt? Look into that kind of thing. And then we have, do not choose chemistry over character, because chemistry won't wake up at 3 a.m. to console you and your heaviest grief. Sparks stop flying when life becomes riddled with reality. That's that passion before, right? That intense chemistry. Then we have, understand this, you are not missing out on anything when you are busy working on your goals, dreams. Stay focused. Right? Then we have the divine law of vibration. Remember, reminds us that molecules create everything in a constant motion, and even if like mountains, they vibrate very slow. The divine law of vibration is related to the sub-law of energy and emotions. Then we have, even with your imperfections, you can do anything. Courage from Cowardly Dog. Then we have, the truth will set you free. Right, well, then we had that justice coming out. Like, the truth is meant to balance things out. It might not be nice to hear the truth all the time, but the truth need to be heard and need to be said in order to move on. and have closure. Then we have when pride comes, then comes disgrace, but when humility comes wisdom. Proverbs 11:2. So this whole being in your pride and ego and stuff like that, for what? Why? Then we have, I am proud of myself because I survived the days I thought I couldn't. As you should. Right? But this favor fortune the brave. You was brave enough to face your fears. If you think breaking up with this person is fearful and you won't survive, you will survive. And then we have, your nervous system will naturally feel calm around people with pure intentions and authentic energy. Trust that. If you feel like you're on guard or you have to defend it, like, always look over your shoulder while you, like, there's a reason. You're nervous. Why you're nervous around this person? Because they're not meant to be in your life or around. You're not meant to be around them, or they have negative or bad intentions for you. So it's best for you to just walk away. Be by yourself. Go to a place where you feel safe and grounded and stable and secure. Then we have a woman, because it could be a man. Never admit to liking you. They just start talking to you every day. And then we have, this is the beginning of loving yourself. Welcome home. Right? You might, if they're talking to you every day, like, it might be you. Like, you might start being more, like, caring for yourself. Real, like, thinking about, did I do this today? Did I do this today? Like, stuff like that. Caring for you rather than you so busy and focusing on this person. Then we have, the worst feeling in the world is knowing you've been used and lied to. Honestly, let me tell you. But you should be proud of yourself because you survived it. Okay, you're aware of it. This person took your kindness for a weakness and they played themselves because you had nothing but good intentions, but they had negative intentions for you. Then we have, sometimes you have to blame yourself because you knew better. Accountability. It was one of the lessons. Right, that was thunder. Like, saying, like, yup, this change is coming. Then we have, don't be fooled. A person's most consistent behavior is their true self, period. What else about that nature? Alright, and then we have, me knowing that they are just using me as a human mirror for what they avoid within themselves. So they might, with this gaslighting and stalking and spying and stuff like that, this person might also manipulation and love bombing. They might also try to project their problems onto you when it's not really your fault. But you have to realize what you're responsible for and what you're not responsible for. You're not responsible for how this person viewed himself or seen himself. And which is why, because I think, therefore I am, they want you to think that you're unworthy, that you're whatever they're telling you when you're not. Right? Then we have, I am the judge, jury, and executor. From DC Comics. They want to be all that. This person low-key might have, they have narcissists. Yeah, they might have a God complex. Right? So we can think of another question. I didn't mean for this video to be mad long. I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to give you all the answers and all the messages. I'm going to get them out. Rather than just holding on to them that doesn't benefit you in no way, shape, or form. Right, so you can think of a question. Then we have not the right time. And at the bottom of the deck we have reconsider. But then it's also saying no need to worry. It's not the right time, but you might need to reconsider, but like there's no need to worry. Let's see what's else. We have question, when they shoot Bambi's mom, did you feel that? Question, when they shoot Bambi's mom, did you find that is a sad moment at all from the nanny. Right? What I said with this person, they might be hot and cold. Their feelings might be all over the place. Or they might just lack compassion. And then we have a laugh can be a very powerful thing. Why sometimes in life it's the only weapon you have. I laugh at everything. That's just me. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. And I'm gonna end it on that note because it literally said reconsider. Right? And see, at the bottom of the deck we have, please stop saying you're ugly. You're literally the cutest human alive. Well, okay. You one of the cutest humans alive. You see, when I say you deserve love, okay? And this person don't feel like, okay, you're deserving of love and you're worthy of love. You deserve way more than the love that this person is trying to get you to settle for. Boom. Okay? But yeah, that's the end of this reading. That's all I'm seeing for this reading. If you feel like this helped you or it resonated with you, then I'm glad. But also, like, take care of yourself, stay healthy, stay blessed, stay hydrated. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.